So we're gonna do walking and talking, Taz, right?
I don't think you need to say that.
Quality audio right now.
Yeah. So first subject we're gonna talk about, number one, Taz, is coming off of injury, or even just coming back to a program knowing you have a history of injuries, a history of maybe some things like some shoulder impingement or a back issue or just something going wrong that has gone wrong in the past. You basically have to make sure that you come back intelligently.
So what prompted it is I've had a lot of members, needing to take a break or just expressing their concerns over like feeling injured or overtrained, like coming into a program from nothing. So they've had like a hiatus from CrossFit or from working out or from sport, and now they've found something that maybe they can get into, and they've started it, and an old injury's either flared up or they've kind of been a little too gung-ho, and they've like gone really hard and not only done our program, they've done like 5 other days of supplemental work. And
yeah.
So I guess the conversation is how do we help people like get the most out of outside the box and not get injured or flare up injuries?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so the big thing is like you come back, or you start outside the box, or you do anything, you come back to it, like how do you come back to it smart?
Right.
I think it all does kind of boil down to just paying attention to honestly where you're at, like honestly assessing what's going on and seeing if it's appropriate for you to push things like intensity or load or anything along the physical capacity lines. And when you're coming back from something that you know you have issues with, you have to err on the side of too little, too light, and too slow.
Right.
In all honesty, it's got to be, if you're going to overdo anything when you first start up, because the thing is, when you get it in your head that you're going to start something and you're going to pursue it, like, and you're fired up on it, like, you have to execute, you have to go then, right?
Yeah, right.
Because you're fired up.
And you want to do it like how it's written down.
Yeah.
And you want to like be involved in the community
And that's important. You want to
Yeah.
capitalize on that, but you don't want to capitalize on it in such a way that you're going to re-aggravate something that you know could potentially be aggravated. So I think if you're going to overdo it, then you should overdo it on things like prep work, moving super, super well. So focusing on technique over speed. And honestly, if you don't have a coach sitting there watching you, that should be your mentality almost every time. It should be, how well can I move first and foremost, and am I feeling pain? Because if you're feeling pain while you're working out, you got to address that. Like, it'll make it so like you can't work out for a long period of time, and that's just like a life lesson when it comes to your own physicality. Like, you got to avoid physical pain, and there's a difference between uncomfortable and pain. Pain is like sharp, acute, ouch, and then you have to be like, okay, what's hurting? And then you have to go, why? Why is that hurting? And then go deeper into that through programs like the Active Life stuff, or even Mobility WOD stuff starts to release that pain. So
like I hear you saying all that, and I think I'm like kind of a culprit. I'm like one of these people.
Right.
So I only have 30 minutes a day to work out. I just want to work out. Like I don't want to have to worry about injury. I don't want to have to, I have this like funny wrist thing going on because of like computer stuff, and I'll just modify my push-ups or anything that involves it because I just want to get my workout in. So I think there's people out there that are like me too, that like I hear what you're saying and I like want to embrace it and be like, yes, I need to do all those things. I need to like spend time doing it, but I just want to work out.
Right.
So how can so I think like what I try and do sometimes is like just to trick myself into being like I'm still getting a workout, is that I'll either just lower the intensity down and increase how much I rest. If it's like on the minute, every minute, maybe I'll do it like every 90 seconds.
Yeah.
So like force myself to lower the intensity and work around it so I'm still getting like quote unquote a workout in, but I'm not going in and just like doing some stretches and working on like mobility, and which is what I should be doing. I understand that, but for my point in my life right now, like I just want to get a little sweaty.
Right. So I think there's 2 attacks then.
Okay.
There's one, do I have so much passion right now that I can invest more into it?
Exactly.
And if I have that, then I seek out these other things. What's going on? Why is it happening? Let me go deeper there.
And so I think then is like if you have that passion, then it's like
It's not invest in more work.
Exactly.
It's invest in more
I think that's where the
more
disconnect
movement.
is.
Yeah.
It's like people are like, I must do more because I'm so excited about this. I'm going to do these 5 workouts plus the supplemental workout plus I'm going to go for like 2 10K runs
No.
as well.
Don't do that. Err on the side of too much in the way of movement work is what I was saying. If you've got the effort and the energy and the time for that.
Right.
But if you're like you got to get the work done. Sometimes you don't even get the warm up in.
Right.
It's like I just got to start slow, and that is more of like I think coming to an acceptance inside that you're not getting the most you possibly
Exactly.
could from the workout.
And I'm
but-
okay with that.
And you're okay with that. But you're comfortable with completely subbing to the point where you're not going to continue to aggravate it. And
Right.
and understand that if that's you, that's 100% okay.
Yeah.
Like we're at different places in life where that's going to keep you ticking along till you have that extra bit of space. And that's going to keep you way better off
But I
than,
think I
than
also-
not doing it.
But like we're lucky because because we're coaches, we have the knowledge of knowing that.
Right.
I think that's when someone's not in the fitness industry, they're just like a regular person working out. Like they don't know that. They don't know like, okay, well this is okay for now. Like I'm just gonna do this. I
Yeah.
think that's when things like start to get.
Well,
they
it's
might
okay
hurt
for now.
themselves.
And do it.
Yeah.
We're telling you. They like do that. Like
Yeah.
it's okay, 100% okay to meet yourself where you're currently at. And like we said, be smarter and err on the side of just like doing less and feeling like you didn't get quite as gnarly of a workout, and keep doing that versus doing more in a session and getting hurt and then stopping. Like the overall amount that you're going to be doing long term is going to be way more beneficial. Like way more beneficial. And you can continue to attack it more.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Yeah.